Good morning, peeps. Happy Wednesday. Today we're going to start on quadratic standard form day 1. So if you haven't figured out already, I'm not here. So yesterday and Monday we did vertex form, and the way that you can tell it's vertex form is that it has parentheses. And so these ones that are in standard form are not in parentheses. And the one thing that you absolutely need to know is this kind of form. It's ax squared plus bx plus c, okay? Meaning the piece or the number that has the x squared is always going to be your a, then you got b goes attached to just a single x, and then the c is off by itself. So if we look at number 3, okay, our a is 1, our b is -2, and our c is -3, okay? Take a second and look at 4. Okay, our A is 1, our B is 2, our C is 3. Okay, if you look at number, let's flip it. Okay, if you look at number 5, your A is 1, your B is -4, your C is 5. Okay, you will not be able to do these if you do not know the A, B, C. It's just impossible. Okay. So what we're going to do, and for today's purposes, we're going to cross off number 1 and 2. Okay, so don't worry about those. Cross them off nice and big. We've graphed them all week, okay? It starts at 0. You go up 1 over 1, up 4 over 2. Okay? Today's purposes, these ones are going to be a little bit more complex, and you do need a calculator. Okay? The other formula that you're going to need for today is to find the vertex, the first piece of the vertex, and you need this formula, negative b over 2 times a, okay? And the b always goes in parentheses. So in some cases, your b might be -2, then on your calculator you have -2 times 2, whatever, a, okay? So make sure that you have this formula written down. If you don't know that formula, you will not be able to do these problems. Okay, and stop and get a calculator. You're going to need one for today. Okay, so we are going to start on number 3. Okay, well, to find the vertex, before you can even graph anything, you have to find the vertex. So you're going to use that formula, negative b over 2 times our a. Okay, well, we get negative, and then see, like the 2, everything goes there except for the b and a. Okay, so our b in this case is going to be -2, and our a is 1 because there's nothing in front of the x. Okay, so on your calculator, you're going to type in the fraction button, and it should look exactly like that. So you're going to say negative, parenthesis, -2 over 2 parenthesis times 1. Okay, it should look like this. Okay, and take a second, pause, make sure yours looks like that. And you're going to hit equals. Okay, well, we got 1. So your first part of your vertex, and you can fill it in here, is going to be 1. Okay, we found the x part. And now you need to find the y part. Once you find the vertex, everything else is easy peasy from down there. Okay, and so to find the other part of the vertex, everywhere up here in this equation that there is an x, we are putting a 1. So, and I'm going to write it out a couple times, but then you should be able to kind of get it. So it should look like this, and you're going to type it in on your calculator. It should be 1 parenthesis, because there's an x, squared, -2, there's another x. So we're going to put a 1 in parentheses, -3. Okay, this is what you should be typing in your calculator. Okay, so you got parenthesis 1 squared, and right here's the squared button. It's this one. -2 parenthesis 1 -3. Okay, it should look like this on your calculator. You're going to hit equals, and I got -4. Okay, take a second. Make sure you're typing in with me. If you don't know how to, most of it's calculator typing, honestly. Okay, so as long as you can figure out how to type it on the calculator, you should be fine. -4 is our other part of our vertex. Once you have the vertex, you're going to graph everything like you've already been doing. Okay, so we know that our vertex is at 1, -4. So we're gonna put that there. Okay, because there's no negative up front, you know that your graph is gonna open up just like it had been. Okay, so, and on these ones, you're only gonna graph the first 3 points. Okay, so you're gonna go up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1. Okay, you need to make sure that you draw these lines nice and tall. That way it does the x-intercept for you. Okay, our axis of symmetry. The rest you can fill out, same thing. Like, honestly, you can fill all this out without even graphing, but axis of symmetry is gonna be 1. My x-intercepts, we can say -1/2. Okay, if you put something close or a little different, maybe 2.1 or 1.8, that's totally fine. Okay, and then min or max. Well, this has a minimum. Listening. Yeah, what's up?